Hello everyone. Today I am going to explain the chapter 1 in class 7 geography environment. So, what do you mean by environment? Okay, I'll say the answer again. After the long vacation, when Ravi started going to school again, he noticed that the only playground next to his school was dug up. People said that a huge building with many flats will be constructed there. Ravi was almost in tears when he realized that the big playground with its soft grass, marigolds, and butterflies is gone forever. He shared his feelings with his classmates in the assembly. The principal too sadly observed, "See how our environment is changing." No, after a long vacation, so Ravi went to a vacation for many days. After in his daily routine, after coming to the village or his town, he started going to school. Then he noticed that the playground, which is next to his school, was being dug up. People said the people he went and asked the people near there. Then they said that here a huge building with many flats will be constructed. This playground was not here. Then Ravi is almost in tears because he is missing the marigolds, grass, and butterflies, which are always now going away forever. He shared his feelings with his friends, classmates, and more him. And in the assembly, also the principal too observed, and he also said that, "See how our environment is changing." In the class, Ravi asked his teacher, "What is environment?" "Whatever you see in your surroundings," said the teacher. So the principal has said that, "See how our environment is changing." Then here the environment word. So Ravi got a doubt that what is environment. Our teacher never have explained us about environment. So after going to class, he asked his teacher. Then his teacher said that whatever you see in your surroundings is called environment. That's it, teacher said. Ravi thought aloud. That means the school building, tables, chairs, classroom, even that open field, the road, the garbage, my friends, all are the parts of environment. So Ravi has thought aloud, and that he said that the school building which we are standing on, the tables, chairs in the classroom, this classroom, that open field, and whatever he is seeing, that all he is saying that are these environment. Then what did the teacher reply? Let me see. "Yes," said the teacher, but wait. Some objects are created by nature. For example, mountains, rivers, trees, animals. Others are made by people. For example, roads, cars, and clothes, books. So, here Ravi had asked that, and teacher said yes. But teacher also said wait. Some objects are created by nature. Some objects are created by nature, which are known as mountains, plains, hills, plateaus, valley, and more. And others are made by people. For example, roads, cars, refrigerator, and many. So Ravi, Paranjit, Jesse, Mustafa, Asha were all excited. Yeah, here teacher also said that work in pairs, make a list with your classmates sitting next to you of the creations by nature and human beings. So the teacher given the work. And Ravi, Paramjit, Jesse, Mustafa, Asha were all excited about making the list. "Why is our environment changing?" asked Iqbal. "It is all because of our needs." So here Ravi, Paramjit, Jesse, Mustafa, Asha are excited about making the list which teacher given. Then Iqbal got a doubt. teach that why is our environment changing. It's all because of our needs, and here they are increasing day by day. We are therefore modifying it and at times even destroying our natural surrounding. The teacher replied. So for our needs we are increasing our needs day by day. We are therefore modifying and at times even destroying our natural surroundings. Yeah, a man modifies his environment to for his comfort. The teacher replied. So here are you able to see this map flow chart? This one. Once recall it. So the components of environment. The components of environment are divided into three types. They are natural components of environment. Three types. They are human-made, natural, human. So natural. Natural means water, hydrosphere, air, atmosphere, land, lithosphere, living things, biosphere. Here which mean that water is known as hydrosphere, air is known as atmosphere, land is known as lithosphere, and living things as biosphere. And then what is human made environment? The human made environments are buildings, parks, bridges, roads, industries, monuments, and more. Then what is human environment? Here we know the both of that which we have discussed, but we don't know about this human environment. Human environment, by the which we are discriminating the human. This is known as human environment. For example, individual, family, community, religion, educational, economic, political situation. Yeah, we will divide that. By religion, we are dividing by community, by family, by individuality, education, by their education, their economic situation, their political situation. By all, we are discriminating every people, everyone in the world. Next, here take a look onto this box. Here we got that about biotic and abiotic. Biotic means the world of living organisms. This biotic means that the world of living organisms, example plants, animals, insects, human, and more. Then what do you mean by abiotic? The world of non-living elements, example land. Yeah, the non-living elements, for example, they also have a element, and that is known as abiotic. And our living things are also that, and that's known as biotic. Okay, now let me continue. From the above conversation, you understood that the place, people, things, and nature that surround any living organism is called environment. It is a combination of natural and human-made phenomena. While the natural environment refers to both biotic and abiotic conditions existing on the earth. So from the above conservation, which we have discussed about the needs, why we are destroying our environment and components of environment, so that we understood that why that place, people, thing, and nature that surround any living organism is called environment. We have known now. It is a combination of natural and human made phenomena. While the natural environment mean biotic, and abiotic mean conditions existing on the earth. So here also they have given the definition of abiotic and biotic. And the next one, yeah, biotic conditions existing on the earth. Human-made reveals the activities, creations, and interactions among human beings. Yeah, human environment reveals the activities, creations, and interactions among human beings. Okay. Look at this box. Word origin. Here, word environment is a French word known as environneur. Environneur meaning neighborhood. So we say that why because environment is neighborhood and everything that surrounds us. Natural environment. Land, water, air, plants, and animals comprise the natural environment. You are familiar with the meaning of lithosphere, hydrosphere, biosphere, atmosphere from your previous class. Let us learn some more facts about these domains. Yeah, we have already studied in class 6 about the atmosphere, biosphere, and all. Then we will go deeper again. Lithosphere, the solid crust or the hard top layer of the earth. It is made up of rocks and minerals and covered by a thin layer of soil. It is an irregular surface with various landforms such as mountains, plateaus, plains, valleys, etc. Landforms are found over the continents and also on the ocean floors. Lithosphere is the domain that provides us forests, grasslands for grazing, land for agriculture, and human settlements. It is also a source of mineral wealth. Yeah. Lithosphere is a solid crust, the hardest top layer of the earth. It is made up of rocks, minerals, and it is covered by thin layer, which is called soil. Thin layer of soil it is covered with. It is an irregular surface. Yeah, it's not a regular surface, it's irregular. With various landforms, yeah, with various landforms, it's irregular surface, and those various landforms are only mountains, plateaus, plains, valleys, etc. Landforms are found over the continents and also, yeah. Next, the lithosphere is the domain that provide. Lithosphere is the domain. On the lithosphere, we can with that provide the domain that provide us forest, grassland for grazing, the land for agriculture. Yeah, on this lithosphere only we can the tree or the plants are will grow. Not in the atmosphere, they cannot grow on the air or hydrosphere. Yeah, in the hydrosphere they can grow, but not that many. But on the land or lithosphere, we will get more plants. So that lithosphere provides us forest, yeah, grasslands for grazing, yeah, grasslands for grazing animals, land for agriculture and human settlement. It is also a source of mineral wealth. Here, domains of environment. Here, atmosphere. Atmosphere means that air. So it's divided to here. The soil is biosphere. And this water body is hydrosphere. Water is hydrosphere and the land is lithosphere. These are the four. The domain of water is referred to as hydrosphere. It comprises various sources of water and different types of water bodies like rivers, lakes, seas, oceans, etc. It is essential for all living organisms. The domain of water is referred to as hydrosphere. Yeah, water is referred to hydrosphere. It comprises various sources of water and different types of water bodies like rivers, lakes, seas, ocean, pond, etc. It is essential. Yeah, it is essential for every living thing, all living organisms. The atmosphere is the thin layer of air that surrounds the earth like a blanket. The gravitational force of the earth holds the atmosphere around it. It protects us from the harmful rays and scorching heat of the sun. It consists of number of gases, dust and water vapor. The changes in the atmosphere produce changes in the wealth and climate. Yeah, it also the atmosphere also protect us from harmful rays and scoring heat of sun. Yeah, it consists of a number of gases, dust, and water vapor. The change in the atmosphere produces changes in the weather and climate. So here you go. Observe the sky while coming to school. Make a note whether the day is cloudy, rainy, or summer or foggy. So you know that rainy day, sunny day, and foggy day. So you just observe, and here you do. Where does the water you use in your home and school come from? Yeah. Make a list of different uses of water in our daily life. Have you seen anyone wasting water? How? Yeah. I know these answer. Let's make a list of different uses of water in our daily life. I use water for brushing, bathing, cooking, and many. Have you seen anyone wasting water? Yeah, I have seen many members wasting water. My friends, how while brushing, while bathing, mm, while washing their hands. Also, they always waste. Yeah. When is Environment Day celebrated? On 5th June every year, the World Environment Day is celebrated. This is on 5th June. June. Environment Day is celebrated. Good na? We are also celebrating Environment Day. Oh. All plants, animals, and human beings depend on the immediate surroundings. Often they are also interdependent on each other. This relation between the living organisms as well as the relation between the organisms and their surroundings form an ecosystem. There could be an ecosystem of large rainforest, grassland, desert, mountains, lake, river, ocean, and even a small pond. Do you think the park in which Ravi and his friends played formed an ecosystem? Yeah, all plants, animals, human beings depend on their surroundings. Yeah, often they are also indeed interdependent on each other. Yeah, the surroundings or the environment depend on the living things, and these living things also depend on the environment. The relation between the living organisms as well as the relation between the organisms and their surroundings form an ecosystem. Glossary. Barter system. I have not got that word. Maybe it's down. But barter system mean that it is a trade in which goods are exchanged. Yeah, it is a trade system. Barter system means. If I give you a pen, you should give me the other thing which I asked you. If I need an apple and I had a small dog, I'll give that dog to you, then you should give me an apple. That's the barter system. Then human environment. Human beings interact with the environment and modify it according to their need. Yeah, human beings modify environment to their need. Early humans adapted themselves to the natural surroundings. They led a simple life and fulfilled their requirements from the nature around them. With the times, need grew and became more varied. Humans learned new ways to use and change environment. They learned to grow crops, domesticate animals, and led a settled life. The wheel was invented, surplus food was produced, barter system emerged, trade started, and commerce developed. Industrial revolution enabled large-scale production. Transportation became faster. Information revolution made communication easier and speedy across the world. Early humans adapted themselves to the natural surroundings. The early humans adapted themselves from the natural surroundings and they led a simple life and fulfilled their requirements from the nature around them. With the time needs grew and became more varied, yeah, more different. Humans learn new ways to use and change the environment. They learn to grow crops and domesticating animals and led a settled life. They have led a settled life. The wheel was invented, surplus food was produced, barter system emerged. Yeah, here we got the barter system. No, that was here, and many trade system. And this made that industrial revolution and enabled large scale production. And transportation also became easier than ever. And if the communication also easier and speedy across the world, it happened because of the man modifying the environment. Have you ever thought why you love eating a juicy watermelon in the summer and hot roasted peanuts in the winter? A perfect balance is necessary between the natural and human environment. Humans must learn to live and use their environment in a harmonious way. Yeah, while eating a watermelon in the summer season, have you not ever think that why we are eating the summer in juicy watermelon in summer, but why not in winter? And roasted peanuts you are eating in winter but not in summer. Why? So here is the reason. A perfect balance. Yeah, we are balancing because it is too cool. So we have to make our body hot. So we eat the hot roasted peanuts. And in the summer season it is very hot. So we should eat the juicy watermelon which dehydrates our body and make it cool. So perfect balance is necessary. Natural and human environment. Humans must learn to live and use the environment in a harmonious way. Uh, Nuri, a girl from Mizoram from Ravi's class, often talks about the lush green surroundings of her place. Seeing Ravi upset at having lost his playground, Nuri invited him to visit her home state during the coming vacation. Ravi's teacher asked the students to draw the landscape, houses, and activities of the people and places they visit during holidays. Yeah, there is a girl named Nuri from Mizoram, from Ravi's class, who often talks about the lush green surroundings at her place. Seeing that this Nuri saw that Ravi upset having lost his playground, Nuri invited him to visit her home state during the coming vacation. Ravi's teacher during the next vacation. Ravi's teacher asked the students to draw the landscape, houses, and activities of the people and places they visit during the holidays. And the last one. Oh, completed. Okay, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel.